or too much trouble finding a solo kill there.
So Mag is actually picking up the troll here, so potential offlane for him could stay alive against this. He won't actually get the pounce on this one. He gets stunned up and puts back.
Now he pounces back towards the tree line. This is an awkward position for PowerRangers. SoNNeikO in a little too deep. Frostfingers, can he find the kill? FNG gets the first blood as the fight continues to break out. J4 getting low, secures the kill on the Ancient Apparition, but the TP from Lil, well timed. They'll trade a 2-for-1. PR on the back foot as Ditya-Ra retreats to the bounty. So they will be aware if a wolf walks into the pit, and down he comes. It seems like ASUS.Polar are pretty aware, though. Looking at their vision, they see Tinker trying to defend the pit. They see J4 pop out. The jig is up. Roche with a lot of hit points still to spare. Swap onto QW to try and keep him alive. Illidan going in with the Shadow Dance on. Does have the Shadow Blade now, but he'll get lassoed, stunned up, brought down. A little too excited there as he goes in by himself. Phobos, though, Invisibility Rune on. RP comes out, not going to use it for the pit. Instead, grabs two, skewers back, gets the kill on SoNNeikO. chshrct tries to fly away, but it won't happen. Meanwhile, in the Roche pit, falling quickly. They can still contest it if they can make it in, but QW doing a lot of zoning with the March and the Rockets. PR will secure the Roche. Lil cruising on in. Whoa, you crazy bastard. He dies to the March and does not stop the Roche.
Well, loses the summon. Yeah, smoke coming out from ASUS.Polar here. They've got RP up and a blink as well as full stuff on your Magnus, and the juicy looking Tinker at mid. They're gonna get past this much.
Just BOT's in here. Still plenty of mana. There we go. RP on one. Skewer back right into the Whirling Axes. And, yep, Tinker's going to get obliterated here in the mid. But they're looking for vengeance. Batrider comes cruising in. Nice reaction from Lil. Lifts chshrct before he can lasso. He'll live, but only because he's hasted. Now the Lycan comes cruising on in. Speaking of haste, going for FNG, but just can't bring him down quite yet. Team support is there. Ditya-Ra way too aggressive. Dives the tower. Does end up going down. FNG walking on top of fire, needs to be a little careful here. Phobos will end up going down as Ditya-Ra comes back up. Mag trying to find the kill, but instead turns for the Venge and does find that one instead. At the end, it will be a 1-for-2.
Go in these last few fights, but it's just ASUS.Polar who have the much more kind of easy to execute as far as transitioning into the mid game. The way they're using their Slark, they've got the secondary carrying the troll. They've just got really nice synergy with the Magnus giving all these series and power, and they're going to find another kill.
And Illidan says, hello there, sir. That's what I was looking for. He will get silenced with Static Storm Kinetic Field, and big skewer back from Phobos. Sets it up with the RP. chshrct just barely lives. They get the kill on Illidan, but it's going to come at a big cost right here. They also get the kill on the Ancient Apparition. Now QW on the run. Will probably go down to the Magnus. chshrct throws out a lasso, but it'll cost him his life. It's a 2-for-5 as PR get completely clean with the magic damage. It's ridiculous how much damage they can do to the Slark, even when he's in Shadow Dance, like you were talking about. Like fire on top of them, like the Firefly with the March, and like Disruptor with his ultimate. So much AoE. J4 taking some damage. We'll swap out QW, but QW says, "What the hell, man? Now I get left behind."
That may have not have been the play. He's going to get out of the kinetic field with the BKB. This is a disaster for PR.
3-for-0. Illidan making it happen. Definitely worth your 10-second BKB charge to open up Roche possibilities.
Do they see the bat here? No, doesn't look like it.
Radiant Vision?
Yeah, they
do. They've got the ward on the high ground.
The ward up there.
Lasso on the FNG. That will isolate him. The rockets from Tinker will secure the kill. He did have to use a buyback to make it happen. Oh, 2 buybacks.
Yeah, Venge and Tinker.
Okay. So now with AA dead, they'll feel a little more safe moving into the Roche pit without the Ice Blast.
Run, Rubick, run.
Oh, he's got the Wolf ulti still.
He's
stuck.
He's getting
path blocked by the neutrals.
Volvo, please.
Oh my god, these bloody kobolds, dude.
He tried to run down.
Telekinesis. And Lil buys himself enough time to blink back. Wow, ASUS.Polar keep all 5 alive, but that was just an awkward exchange of movements.
Yeah, less than convincing. There is a Shadow Blade in from Illidan, but I think he got stabbed out by a wolf, but J4 is not in a position to find an escape.
On the other side, Ditya-Ra coming in. He's got wolves to chase down the F-God. They get the kill on Venge as Mag comes in, but it's just a support for support trade. Mag and Ditya-Ra duking it out down on the bottom while Illidan picks off the Batrider up top. Mag not winning this trade, though, trying to BKB run away, and it's just not happening. Nice skewer from Phobos, pushes Ditya-Ra into the tree line. Illidan out of mana, but still doing a lot of damage here. Now he gets a kill on the bat. Gem hits the deck. It's a triple kill for Illidan. They'll take this fight up in about 60 seconds now.
Yeah, they're worried. They don't know the Roshan spawn and have no real good way of scouting it out unless they want to keep throwing Ice Blast, so they're going to try to find the pick-off so they can dictate how play will go from here.
Yeah, they've got Illidan in the front lines, misses the pounce on the Ditya-Ra. He'll just go ahead and channel the ulti as Illidan gets stunned up. The RP comes through, does a lot of damage. They get the kill on the Disruptor as well as the Vengeful. It'll cost them their Ancient Apparition, but Phobos making that trade well worth it. Illidan still pressing forward with his BKB on, now taking a lot of damage as it expires, doesn't have his ultimate, and it will be a 2-for-2 now as it's ASUS.Polar on the back foot. chshrct helps secure the kill on the Magnus, and now the Troll doing what he can with the whirling axes, but the Tinker and the Lycan will just chase him down. Lil with nowhere to go, throws out a Fade Bolt, the gem hits the deck, and it will be PowerRangers taking a very convincing team fight, 2-for-4.
Aegis is actually not too bad for a Slark because it just gives you a bunch of essence shift and makes the rest of the fight go a whole lot better for you. And
look at all that agi. Wow. 87 right now. They go towards the high ground. Lycan still holding the buyback for now. 60 seconds. The Raptor will be up in about 15. They've got the tier 3 tower already. No glyph now. Illidan in Shadow Dance. They get another one. The Vengeful Spirit falls. Lasso on the Mag. Pulls him into the tier 4 towers. They will force out the buyback from the Lycan. They'll be okay with Mag dying if it means everyone else can get out scot-free. And it looks like that will meander. Gonna walk into chshrct here. Ooh. Well, chshrct walks into him. Yeah, who's walking into who here? Lil's coming on in. BKB used by chshrct. Forced out to keep him alive a little bit longer. Comes in. Slark with the ultimate on. Really wants to find these kills, but just can't quite do it. Now Illidan, stunned up by the Lycan, will start to make the retreat. chshrct comes back in, grabs DKphobos. Illidan is the first one to go down. They get a kill on Phobos, and now the fight momentum goes right back the other way. It's PR with a big edge. Tinker will BOT forward onto the Lycan Wolves, blasts FNG with the Dagon, and does secure the kill. chshrct will be the one credited with that death, or that kill rather. And
with Ice Blast and an Empowered Troll can still wipe you.
Here we go. chshrct moves in, grabs FNG right away. RP on 3 heroes, a lot of damage. Disruptor goes down first. The Venge, the Lycan.
Oh, that's what I was saying. You don't push it.
He's the priority. He's the one. He's dead. Let's do this. But you look at this Troll, and he's bigger than the Slark now. He's actually got higher net worth. He's got another 4,500 gold to spare. We'll see what he invests in. But this guy's simply massive. Not really someone you want to underestimate. Oh, we'll see a lasso here onto Lil. But Illidan's there, and that's going to be a dead Vengeful Spirit straight away. Now the lasso onto Phobos. Illidan goes down straight away. So does Phobos. Can they turn this around? Mag, he's doing the big damage. QW taking a lot of it. Troll, can he bring him down? No, he's got the Ghost Scepter on, just barely off before this big fight breaks out. They see the Lycan Wolves. There is a gem in the inventory of FNG, so they will limit some of that Dire Vision. We will take a look at Dire Vision, though, before this fight breaks out. Ditya-Ra cruising up to the high ground. Illidan, oh my gosh, huge damage on him before the fight even starts, but he gets off the BKB. They do a lot of damage to J4. That Magnus ult only connects on 1, and now Phobos lassoed out of the base. He'll go down. 1-for-1 trade, but not worth it for ASUS.Polar. Now they lose their Troll. Buyback situation, good but not great. Magnus doesn't have one. Troll burns his straight away. 4v4 on the field, but they've already used the glyph. Ranged barracks fall. What do PR commit for here?
No Mag buyback. That's something maybe PR kind of scared that they exist, but they're going to get the melee racks as well, so both racks at bottom lane go down.
And FNG will actually end up falling. Tinker chases him down with a rocket. Illidan gets glimpsed back, pounces away, but takes a Dagon in the mix.
I think they're going to keep going here. They've got another lasso in 18 seconds, so
yeah.
If ASUS.Polar trying to defend with just 3 heroes, there's so many opportunities for this Batrider to get in with a Blink Lasso.
Yeah, they're not sure that Magnus doesn't have buyback, but he's already used his RP anyway. Does have Refresher available. Still will be down for 30 seconds. In comes QW getting low as they jump all over him, but he's still alive. The Ghost Scepter doing so much work. Ditya-Ra, telekinesis, but will still live. QW somehow still alive. Illidan just trying to isolate him, but he will BOT out. No, he ends up dying to the Rubick. But a fast buyback from the Tinker. He'll get right back into the fray. BOTs into the Lycan Wolves. That's part of the power of the Tinker right there, how quickly he can get back into these fights. Slark will buy back. This is the last stand for ASUS.Polar. They have to hold here, or they will get megged. If Illidan goes down, it will be a dieback, and he'll have no options. Troll gets a laser to the face, and that'll be the dieback for him. Down for 2 minutes as their mid lane of barracks gets cleared out.
That's 2 lanes, still a minute and a half left on this Aegis, so they may look to regroup a bit here as DKphobos looking for pickups on the way out, but it's just a Venge right now.
Maybe they'll get J4. He's got a Ghost Scepter. He does have the cheese, but will save it. TP on cooldown for another 20 seconds. Well, ASUS.Polar. Forces Phobos to TP back, also gets a quick pick on the Ancient Apparition. Oh my gosh, look at this. Now they're going to come in. They see the Illidan moving around and the Rubick as well. They're going to get caught out. Illidan in the Static Storm, lassoed inside. Nowhere for him to go. Down he goes. Tinker picks up a quick double as he blows up the Rubick alongside the Slark.
Skewer them into the fountain. That's like the play here if you're a DKphobos.
That is basically the only play that will maybe make a hold here. Rubick did have a buyback. He'll go ahead and use it, but PR, they're going straight for the structures. No glyph. They're just going to try to Zerg rush it. Staying spread out, not opening up for an easy RP. RP number 1 just on Ditya-Ra. Swap from J4. Phobos used his BKB for this, but there's the refresher. Gets his BKB back. Throne exposed. Mag going in. Blinds Ditya-Ra. He's got the cheese this time. Can he eat it, though? Skewer back towards the well. He eats the cheese. He's still alive, but so is the Throne. Ditya-Ra will end up going down. Mag takes the Abyssal. Maybe they can actually hold here. Slark is still dead. Now buyback from the Lycan. He buys BOTs and will head right back to the party. Goes in on the Mag, finds the F-God, and FNG certain to fall. Phobos lassoed once more. BKB's used, and now it's looking like this exposed Throne may finally fall. There's the GG call. And PR will do it. 1 game away from taking first place now in the Esportal Invitational number 2.
These two teams still very even, but PowerRangers looking surprisingly strong here. This is, unlike I'd say the first 2 games, a game where they looked solid all around. This, like game 1, it felt like ASUS.Polar kind of handed them back what was an ASUS.Polar lead, but this time around, I feel like PR just had good play, good draft, good execution.